Hey, how you guys doing? Today we're going to do a quick video comparison with the different modes on the DJI MAVIC. As you can see, I've stored it with the gimbal lock and I left the protector on, but it is going to come off before I film. Just keep that in mind. Last video I did, people were quite upset that I left the gimbal cover on while flying. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to fly up and down along this building, and then I'm going to pan the camera up to look at the sky. I'm going to run the exact same flight path for every video mode. We're going to run 1080p at 30 frames a second and 60 frames a second. We're going to do 2.7K at 30 frames a second and 4K at 30 frames a second. And we're going to compare them all after the fact. Then there's a little rock wall up here that I am going to do a up close test, see what kind of textures and details each video mode has with all four video modes again. So here we go. Sorry about the cell phone quality here. I left my big camera at home. This is kind of an impromptu test. Alright, here we go. Look at that, no gimbal cover. Kind of windy out here, but one more thing I forgot to mention is I will tap to focus on the building first at kind of a 2/3 of the way across the screen, and then I will tap to focus again on the sky when I pan up there. And I will tap to focus on every single video mode, I promise. Alright, just got done running that test. Something else I did was I hovered right above this spot and this line here, and it was kind of moving around because it was blowing in the wind, and I just hovered and changed from each and every video mode. I didn't touch the flight controls at all. I just clicked record, change resolution, record, change resolution. So that should be a pretty good indicator of the kind of sharpness you can expect up close, as well as the detail that it captures on a texture like asphalt. I'm still going to run up to the rock wall over there and do effectively the same test and see how it goes. So I'm heading out from the parking lot I was at. When I was shooting those rocks, I shot them at 720p, both 30 frames a second and 120 frames a second. I shot it at 1080p, at 30, 60, and 96. I shot it at 2.7K, 4K, as well as full cinema 4K. I guess that's what it is. The 4160 by... no, that's not right. The 4000 by 2000 option. And that one was at 24 frames a second because you don't have a 30 frames a second option there. I also did a couple of high-speed runs because the wind was so strong. According to the readout on my phone, it said it hit 65 at one point, so that's cooking. Took a couple of quick shots of that, so I'll show them to you guys as well. So that's all. Thanks for watching my video. Join me in the next one.